Succession planning is often the 800-pound gorilla in the room among owners of companies in the printing, mailing, and graphic communications industry. Now, why is that? One of the reasons is that succession planning is a challenging topic to any company in any industry, and the statistics prove that point. 70% of privately held businesses are expected to go through some form of transition over the next 10 years. But statistics say that only about half of those companies have any plans at all to do succession the right way, meaning that about half are just winging it. Now, just winging it is okay for a period of time, but eventually what we find happening is that life gets in the way. Somebody passes away, there are health issues among the family, there may be kids in the business that no longer want to work in the business, there may be spousal ultimatums, but something changes in the personal life of the ownership, and that becomes the impetus to say, okay, now we got to figure out our succession plan. Alternatively, others do it in a more planned and methodical way. They bring in experts, they look to their financial advisors for guidance on financial planning, tax consequences, legal issues, and sometimes they get stuck because this stuff is really complicated. And owners who are able to make intelligent decisions and they have the confidence to make decisions on things involving equipment and buying buildings and expansion, they freeze when it's time to dig into the succession planning aspects because of the challenges of going deep into the legalese, the tax laws, and everything else. So where I come into it, I see on the back end companies that tried and it just didn't work. They had good plans on paper, but in the execution, something went horribly wrong. And unfortunately, in the printing and graphics industry, we do encounter a considerable number of clients and contacts that we have where the succession planning went astray. And the end result could be that the business is unable to continue as a going concern, or maybe it was sold to the wrong M&A buyer. Perhaps they brought in new leadership and that's not working out so well. There's a multitude of causations of why a succession plan gone wrong could be incredibly detrimental for the ownership of the business. So we try to look at things a little differently at Graphic Arts Advisors. We want to look at things objectively and take into account printing industry specific attributes of what works and what doesn't work for a family business that's going down the path of succession planning, whether they're doing so on purpose or whether they're reacting to new family situations that may have come up. The starting point is often a business assessment. That goes beyond business valuation. The assessment is an important tool for the ownership to understand where are they, where are they heading, what are some of the critical success factors that are coming up in the business, and to have an opportunity to discuss and make decisions amongst themselves with the expertise of professional consultants along the way. So as we look at the calendar and we realize that now it's the month of April, clients and companies we know are getting their financials. This is a time to step back and say, are we ready for succession planning? Is that going to be an initiative we take seriously in 2026? Or are we going to continue to just roll the dice and hope we don't have to deal with it anytime soon?